What the fuck is up, YouTube? Goddamn deal is. Oh, I should probably be talking into my mic because I have it set up. If I can get it. There we go. There we go. What up, gentlemen? Yeah, that sounds crispy. But I'm going to have to bring my phone over to a more acceptable spot. We got it on DMCA free music tonight. So that's what it is. So what's good, everybody? Somebody jump in the chat. I don't have any viewers, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Yeah. Now that I can stream from this, like, it makes it a lot easier. And I guess, honestly, let's see here, because the camera's right in front of me. There we go. What up, Cam? What up, Cam? What up, everybody? Somebody could just join in this motherfucker and say something, you know. That would be super fun. I love getting on stream and streaming for nobody. It's always fun. I guess I should do a little bit more engagement real quick. Yeah, it's been a rough fucking last couple of weeks. Last couple of months, honestly. Been real tough. Been super depressed, not motivated to do shit. It's not a good look, guys. Not a good look. Let's see here. But it is, oh shit, there goes my pin. But it is nice to have like my shit set up to where I can stream in my living room. That's super nice, you know. Being able to set up anywhere in the house where I really want to is super clutch. I just need to get my camera set up better to pick me up from a different height. I could adjust it now if I wanted to. Or maybe even switch cameras. Let's see here. Can I switch cameras? I can't switch cameras. Or, hold on, manage. Let's see here. Let us see here. Studio. Was it under advanced? Advanced. Accessibility. System. No? Camera. Manage. I thought maybe I could mess with what camera I was shooting from, but I can't. Apparently, I can't. So I have two cameras set up over here. I just don't have them set up in the perfect spots. In general, you know what I mean. Just gotta be careful what I play on the radio over here. Dun, dun. Got the jams going on now. But I jumped on for a reason. I know that I haven't exactly been keeping up with my weekly podcast and shit. When I started putting out a lot of different content. I started doing the podcast. I started doing Twitch streams, and when I jumped into it, I didn't realize how much work I was actually getting into. There's a lot of work that goes into a lot of this shit. Editing's tough work, scrubbing's tough work. There's a lot of work that has to be done to that. But we are working on some things. Some things are coming in the future. So something that I did today is that I've got permission from a couple of different artists to put some music on my intros and stuff. So that's going to be interesting. Big shout out to Big Wax. Like, I thank you, bro. That's legit of you to let me do that. And then, of course, you guys know me. I'm a pretty big nerd. Big game season coming up soon. Big news coming soon as far as like gaming is concerned. And now I'm trying to figure out, can I not send invites from this page or what? Participants. Let me see. Let's see if I open up my YouTube on my phone. Here we go. Share messages. Boom. But yeah, like there's a lot of shit going on. But as I was saying before, like there's just a lot of shit coming in this next season as far as gaming is concerned. So I'm pretty excited. We got Halo Infinite, Rainbow Six Extraction. There's a lot of dope games coming out soon, and that's going to be a heavy topic of conversation. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to be doing, is talking about new games coming out. It's going to be we have fun playing video games. That's our little escape. Me and my homies, that's how we escape. And then I've been playing a lot of Twitch lately, or I'm not going to say I've been doing a lot on Twitch, but I have been capturing a lot of gameplays. We have had some super solid games. I've been putting people up. I don't even play Apex, and I'm not going to say I'm super good at the game, but I'm doing well on it. And so, there's going to be plenty of new gameplay videos coming. Again, that's a lot of editing. That's a lot of fucking work to do, but I'm working on it. And then, like I said before, I got in contact with the artist that I wanted to get in contact with to set up the new intro. So we're going to be doing new intro videos, new animations, stuff like that. That's going to be a fun thing to add to the podcast and stuff. And I see somebody joined. I'm going to assume that was Lakin. I'm working on. I know I said I was going to do podcasts on a weekly basis, but like, if I'm being realistic about it, doing all the editing and everything myself is just really tough. So, but with that being said, now that we're talking about videos and stuff, we're working on. We already have our next podcast topics lined up, and it's going to be an interesting podcast. We're going to be talking about I didn't want to talk about politics, but I feel like it's something that we can't avoid. I have a lot of friends that are in the Marines right now that are just disgusted with the way things have gone down, with the way that the president has handled this whole thing in Afghanistan. So we're going to be talking about that. Um, and then that's not going to be the main focus. The main focus, like for a lot of people out there, they don't know that I lost my case. Like my case got thrown out. So my hunt for justice is just not, it's not where I want it to be, and it's looking like it's not gonna work out for me. And that I made a major investment that, I knew from the very beginning wasn't gonna be super promising, but I had faith that things were gonna work out, and they didn't work out. And now I'm back to square one, which really sucks. Eh, we're all losers. We're all fucking losers. Even winners are losers. That's what sucks about that. But it is what it is. But yeah, I jumped on here. I've been messing with I've been having computer issues, like having to record from one computer, edit from another computer. It's just been crazy, and I haven't done an update, so I thought I needed to do an update. Um, I've been doing a lot more gameplay, so there's going to be a lot more gameplay footage. I have some pretty wild clips to show, just me being a savage. And then another thing that I'm going to be doing, uh, working on in the next like couple of, like the next, over the next month, is that I'm going to do a 5-part series of reaction videos. I'm going to find 4 different instances of police using force and react to them in an objective way. I've already looked at some. I've looked at a couple of videos that I thought were really appropriate, and then like if you don't know who Kelly Thomas is, you should Google that guy and watch that, because that's a really sad miscarriage of justice, you know, and that'll be something that I'm reacting to. But I think it will be good for me. I think it'll be good for my like rehab and in a kind of way. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting just to see how it all turns out. Because I mean, a lot of the times when people watch these videos, they don't have context. So we're going to be trying to take in as much context as possible. And some of these, like the Kelly Thomas case, I'm really familiar with. That shit is just like, I feel bad for myself, but I feel bad for that guy's family, because what happened to him was a billion times worse than what happened to me. So what are you doing? What are you up to tonight, Miss Lakin? Yes, the Ten Commandments are behind me. There's some hymnals up there. There's Dragon Ball Z. There's a little Tokyo Ghoul, little Gundam Wing, and then you can't really see the Rick and Morty behind me. A friend of mine did an artist. It was like a caricature drawing of himself next to Rick throwing up the fingers. And I mean, when my parents moved out of this house and into their next house, I immediately got the jump on rent. So when I moved in, the house was pretty much decorated to a point. I mean, they took stuff with them, but they didn't take everything. And a lot of what they have is like stuff that they got from my mom's mom. My mom used to own a bar. They got a lot of really cool shit at their house. Like they have a big ass den and they have a section of the bar that my grandma used to own that's like a mini bar at the house and a pool table and get just gangster shit. Yeah, it took me a while. Like even today, I'm fucking working on this bullshit, trying to get this shit up. Like I don't know, computers can be. It's not like they're hard to work. They're annoying to me. But you never answer me. Like, how was your day? What did you do today? This is what I'm gonna start doing because I don't have friends. I'm just gonna start getting on live like this and bullshitting my way through the day. And what's crazy is like I can read your text and so you don't even have to get in the thing. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean there are apps that let you do that. Customization. Let's see. Customization. I don't know how to do that. Let me see. I can't tell if I can get you like I. There should be a way to split screen. I don't understand why we can't do that. But I bet if I wanted to, I could download like Snapchat from my computer. I like streaming from my computer because I can set it up with my mic. I have just clear audio. Everything looks crispy and clean. Snap this chat. Hold on, let me see. Uh, let's see here. That's not what I need to do. New tab. I don't know if I'm still live or not. I should be. Oh yeah, you can log in on Snapchat on the computer. I think. Oh, snap the Ten Commandments over my shoulder. Hold on, let me get. Oh, actually, I can use my phone for that. I don't even need to do that. Well, I don't know what you mean, dude. I'm over here. I'm trying to do the things you want me to do, dude. All right, let's see. Snizzy Snapchat. It didn't even load up. New tab. Let's go. Come on, Snapchat. It doesn't load anything up though whenever I go to snapchat.com. You are a smartass. There's different there's different apps to where like you can, but I don't know if you can stream that shit. I mean, I could because I could record it, but uh, uh, I don't know. I'm looking at it and I just looked up group streaming. Let's see, group chat, video group chat. That's there's Meetup. I don't know. I feel like there should be a way to add guest boxes and whatnot. I mean, I can see that I can share. Let's see here. Oh, that's pop out chat. Don't want that. Restore the chat. Participants. Hmm. I can put you in timeout, but I can't like put you in a invite you to the inside of the stream. It's crazy. Huh. I wonder if I would have went to streaming if it would have done something different. I don't know. It's something that I'll have to fuck with. I'll have to check it out. Oh, I guess I'll do a dab. I mean, I'm not there. I can't hang out with you, but I could at least like do a dab and like bullshit. Jump in the chat, get live, dude. Say what's up. You want to see me do a dab? Eh? Eh? You want to see me do a dab? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing a time lapse. Like I'm gonna do another painting for my for the background of my what you call it. I kind of want it to be almost Borderland-esque, kind of like dystopian dude wearing a gas mask, because that's what my page. I wore a gas mask and did like some filters and shit on it. It looks really cool, but I want to redo it and like do it in a painting form. I'm a gas mask kind of dude. Like I do spray paint art, respirators, gas masks. That's my shit. But I don't know what I can get. What all DMCA free music I can play without getting in trouble on YouTube. I don't want videos. I want playlists, dude. I'm gonna go Alleyways White's remix, and then I'll change it if I have to. Does my mic sound all right? Like I can't tell if I'm picking up any feedback, like if my shit's picked up too loud or not. All right, here we go. You hit the indica pin. What about the music though? It's out of my hand. Still in control. It's out of my hand. I got these new pins for fucking from Cali. And they are fucking legit. Like it gives you all the information on the back. You can't see it clearly, but it tells you like, oh, there it goes, zoomed in, bam. Well, it's a remix. I'm afraid to play like opera music and shit, because I know if I play like the London Philharmonic Symphony, I know I'll get struck. It's out of my hands, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my soul. You can never take away. Doctor. Dis. Respect. Yeah, even if you credit it, they will strike my shit. I haven't got struck yet, but that's just because I don't play it. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna play some because I love orchestra and I want to do a dab to some orchestra. Let's see what this does. London Symphony Orchestra with some Final Fantasy VII shit. Yeah, but I'm getting ready to do, like, I'm going to do those reaction videos. Those are going to be fun. I'm going to do 5. I'll do 4, and then I'll do myself. A reaction of what happened to me, myself, and see how that goes. Yeah. It's in 3 parts, though. And to be honest with you, it's actually from a video game. Lazy bitch. So, indica dabs, or no, indica pin sativa dabs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty. Tomorrow, I've got a lot of shit to do. I really need to edit. I like indica for before bed. Indica before bed. That's the way to go. About like this high dollar shit. Just a little bit. Just some fire. Dude, that little dabby got me litty. I got a joint, but I think I'm gonna save it. I took my drugs earlier. They're starting to kick in. I'm feeling sleepy. Oh, and when I do that recording, I'm actually gonna or when I do that painting, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna time lapse it and do it kind of like it to the intro of my my podcast and my videos and shit. I just gotta find my easel. Oh yeah, and speaking of, found a little box of paint in my back seat. Yeah, it's yours. Of what therapiness? See, and you're the only one in here, but I'm just saying, like, it makes it more fun when people jump in. Like, you may not know me, but the people that know me, that they just know that I have beyond a basic sense of intelligence. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything. I just have a lot of general knowledge on a lot of general topics. But okay, when you go to MHMR, like, have you gone yet? Answer that question first, and then we'll walk through some steps. Okay. So when you go, you're going to want to bring, basically the only thing you really need to bring with you is some kind of financial statement, right? And um, if you don't want to bring them that, you could have Billie Jean send you an email that says, Lakin's a caregiver for me. I let her stay at my house. I make sure she has food. They just want to know that you have like a stable living condition, basically, and how you maintain that. So that would be what I would do. I would just be like, yo, here's the email from so and so. They basically let me stay at their house. I provide services in by way of being a caregiver, and that's my living situation. And then that you'll work that out with your case manager, and then your case manager, you'll basically give your overview of just like your life in general, like what issues you're dealing with at the moment, and then she'll go with you to develop a treatment plan, which usually involves a combination of seeing a psychiatrist and a therapist. And they build a treatment plan, and basically it's the state of Texas takes care of all that. For me, they do, because like I don't work right now, you know. So right now, like, the prescriptions that my psychiatrist give me, which are trash. The thing that sucks about MHMR is you don't really have any choice in who you can see, but uh like, something's better than nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of my psychiatrist, and like, I was really hoping things were going to go well with my court case, and right now, like, now I'm stuck in this position where I have to see this guy that I don't necessarily trust with my well-being when it comes to my mental health. But my therapist and my caseworker are pretty awesome. They made me go through some weird treatments. Um, we've already, you know me, like, I don't like being touched. I don't like being touched, and they made me go through a therapy for um, twice a week for 4 weeks, where they would turn on all the lights, and my therapist would tap my knees and ask me to remember things from my traumatic brain injury experience, and it was really uncomfortable for me. But otherwise, like, it's actually been, because it was tough. It was really tough, and I don't, like, I don't have friends, so it was nice to have somebody to talk to. And like, I'm such a cynical person that even me, I'm just like, I get it. Y'all are paid here. Y'all are paid to sit here and listen to me, but it was still like, it was still much needed. You know what I mean? And I have friends. I like to hope that we're friends, but and don't be offended, but I'm just not good at reaching out to my friends. And we both know that. We both know that at a personal level because it showed its ugly fucking face to us recently. Well, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Shit. I uh I don't remember who exactly I was talking to. I think it was Murder Glass, Jay Murder. And I mean, because I don't really talk to anybody, but somehow the topic of Britain came up, and I told them that I went to go see you, and I don't know. Like, do you know Murda? I don't want to say his name out loud because like it's not fair to out him like that. He's my boy. I don't know. He just kind of gave me the vibe that he was like, "Oh yeah, you like went down to see her," and I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like every and another my best friend's wife said something about it today. She was like, "Oh yeah, well I heard that it was possibly an accident," and I was like, "Look, dude, like fuck what you heard, fuck what you heard, fuck what you heard." Because she was like, "Oh well, I heard there might have been some foul play involved." I was like, "You shut the fuck up. That none of that." Whatever you fucking heard ain't true, bro. I went down there and I talked to the people that were involved. I talked to the people that were there. I know what the fuck happened. So y'all's little speculation and all this other bullshit that don't matter to me. I'm letting y'all know right now this is a deal, and that's just how I handled that. But I think it's just one of those things like Britain, he knew everybody, you know, and I think that even me, come look, and I've said this before. We don't know each other that well, but one thing that I hope that you do understand about me is I am a really blunt and forward person. I call it straight up facts. I don't listen to I don't listen to he said, she said. I go straight to the source. And people can, you know what I mean? People like to think that their opinions are golden, but compared to facts, their opinions are trash. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I know the fucking facts, so they can shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna argue with anybody about this shit. And besides all that, even if I did argue with people about this shit, there's no growth there. We're just tearing each other down. There is no life is all about growth. And what's the point of tearing each other down? That's not growth. That's the opposite of growth. We can blame each other all we want to. And that's I don't know. I mean, because there's so many different ways I can go with that right now. I've just been so fresh. Like the last month and a half, all I've done is just rage. Like when we hung out, I did a pretty good job of like containing myself. But like when I'm at home, I yell a lot. I scream a lot. I am so just angry at everything, and I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand why I became such just disdainful and distasteful of what's going on around me. And it's so much. What? Am I sad? Yeah, but I mean, I'm sad, and there are plenty of different reasons why I'm sad. You know, I lost my job, and then I had a tough summer with my daughter. I was broke. I didn't get to do all the things that I wanted to, and then I lost Britain, and then I lost my court case, and it just like, like everything. It's just been rough for me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everything's crashing down around me, and like I've talked to you about about my issues with suicide and like where I was at with that situation, and I made it through that, and I'm proud of myself for being here. But shit like just makes me question like why why do I continue to try to stand up so tall? Like, and I have such a big heart. I give as much as I possibly can, and I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand why I do it. I don't understand why I do it, and I don't understand why I help people that. I mean, I'm one of those people that always wants to see the best in people, and there are so many instances where that has backfired that I should never do that again, and I continue to do it. I continue to do it, and it's just it's not conducive to anything, to be honest. uh, Community playlist. Let's see here. Uh, I'm waiting for the drugs to fully kick in so I can just go to bed and have a good night. Yeah, we do need to figure out how to straight up get both of us on here so we can do a podcast together. That would be fun. There's got to be a way to do that. I'm just gonna have to fuck around with my settings a little bit because a lot of this is just me not fucking with my programming. Oh, I got a script, so that helps me out a lot. Yeah, having a script is super nice. I needed to sleep. Like I need it to sleep, and I'm surprised I'm not like asleep right now. Honestly, but the pills they give me to sleep don't help me sleep, and then but the other shit helps me sleep. The indica is helping me relax. Like my shoulder's been so just. I've been taking anti-inflammatories. I'm thinking about applying at XL. They need meter readers, and they offer full coverage insurance, and I would be able to just like jump in a whip with a pair of binoculars and go cruise around and read meters. And like maybe that's what I need right now because I need a break from the kitchen. I need a break from the kitchen, or like I will become a felon, a violent one, and I don't need that. I know, dude, and I made a joke about it on my Snapchat the other day. Like I'm free now, kind of. Sorry, I got lost in that for a second. But what I mean by that is like now I don't have the court case. I don't have to like like my moves don't necessarily dictate my like emotional state. You know what I mean? Like whenever all this shit happened and I started suing the cops, they were like, "Well, you don't want to move from Amarillo because then they're gonna say you're running away, that you're scared." But I mean, like that to me was always kind of a backwards argument because like why wouldn't I want to run away from the place that I know I'm the least safe? And I don't know. But now like my case is over, you know, and I have my house and I have my car, and I don't want to give those things up, but I don't want to be here anymore. And when I say I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to be in Amarillo anymore, but I don't know where I want to be. I'm really lost. Just I'm just lost as a person. Like I love the kitchen. I'm passionate about food. Food is my love. You know, I love my kid and I love food and I love cooking food and I love the fact that food brings people together and shit, but like my luck with that has just been not good. But and here's another thing though. Don't forget that I'm a type 1 diabetic and my doctor has been instrumental with my survival for the whole time I've been with him. Anytime I've been out of insulin, dude, he's there for me. And insulin is expensive. And I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but like my life is already pretty uncertain. And there's certain things in my life like I'd love to be closer to my daughter. And I'm pretty sure San Angelo is closer to Dallas, but I don't know. I'm terrified. Well, and like I want a job too. Like I'm part of the reason why I've been so depressed lately is because I have no structure to my day. I have no job. And I mean, I've been recording gameplays and working on editing and doing this, that, and the other, but like it's not I don't get paid for those things. And like here I am right here making more content that eventually I'm gonna have to edit down. And I don't know, this has just been an organic conversation. It doesn't need to be edited down. I don't think we've touched on anything like super deep or philosophical. There we go. Yeah, I don't have any consistency in my days. And it doesn't help with the insomnia and just everything else. But I'm saying these things to you right now, and I like in my head, I'm just like, dude, that you're making excuses. You're making excuses for not living up to your potential. And that makes my heart hurt a little bit because like I know what I'm capable of. But and that's another thing, like I'm good at a lot of things and I'm great at a lot of things, but I don't feel like I'm like particularly like further excelled in one area over the other. And it makes me wonder like what does that mean for the future of my life? Like what path am I going to take and decide which path that I'm actually going to excel on? Well, I mean, look at this right now. You know what I mean? And granted, it doesn't look great, but I'm running a soundboard, crisp, clear sound. I have two cameras set up. I'm not using both cameras, but I could be. I could be running this like making this look legit like a TV show if I wanted to. I've produced audio, I've produced video, I've run production equipment, I've run editing and mixing equipment. Those are things I could do too, but it's just like I never I never got paid to rap. I think I got paid one show out of maybe like 60, and I knew, my brother Elliot, like when we rapped together, I always knew that if we stuck together, we might have a chance to make it out of Amarillo. And we had kind of not necessarily fallen apart, but he was working with our DJ and they were kind of doing their own thing. And it kind of left me to do my own thing. And then he passed away. You know what I mean? And at that moment in time, like I realized it was like the only way we would have made it out is if we made it out together. And I quit rapping full time. I quit doing it. And I say I quit rapping full time, but I was always working. But I was also going to the bar every night, every open mic, killing shit all the time. And then shit happened and I quit doing it. And the podcasting, like that took a break. And I really want to get back into it, but I editing is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a it's just tedious. It's tedious work. It's working at it's watching at 2 to 4 times speed, still picking up on good punchlines or great clip sections or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work to do. And I have 5 gameplay streams that I have to go through. I still have to go back and re-edit the previous podcast. And then on top of that, I already have a couple of videos of these police encounters that I'm going to be reacting to. And so what I'm going to end up having to do with those is scrub those, watch those at 2 to 4 times speed, cut out dead space areas where I talk about Kelly Thomas. There's a lot of, that's like a 35-minute video, but there's probably a solid 15 minutes where they're just kind of like sitting around, like not doing shit. So I'm going to have to edit that out. But it doesn't matter. Like I'm going to do these things. And then eventually I want to have like I want to catch Andy Justice and I want to catch some of our local reporters. And by this time I will have a little bit more like I will edit my own arrest video down into a clipped out section just to have a solid, because the video is like 38 minutes long. I want to throw some pictures in there, throw those in there as a collage, and then just basically ask people, like, when you look at this, do you see anything unjustified? I don't want to ask them if they can justify it, because, like, even us as citizens, we don't have the right to justify anything ourselves. I know. Isn't that it? What was his name, Buddy? You got to be the change you want. But I'm not going to quit fighting, but a lot of me does. A lot of me wants out. A lot of me wants out. A lot of me just wants to get the fuck out of Amarillo and go somewhere completely different. I want to go to Denver. If I wouldn't have paid the 10 grand for my lawyer, I could have paid 4 grand and went to culinary school, and I could have been a chef by now. With a degree and all that good stuff. But one thing's for sure, before I can even shoot back down to San Angelo, new tires, got to get new brakes. And what else do I need to do? Oh, oil change. That's not a big deal. Change my own oil. I could probably do my own brakes too. I'm trying. I got to get shit together, dude. Like, I barely made my car payment this last month, and of course, my parents are my roommates. My parents are my fucking landlords, so I got it pretty easy when it comes to, like, paying rent and shit, and being late, or however it ends up working out. But I've been struggling really hard lately with money. I'm gonna apply at Excel because they need meter readers, and that's right up my alley. Give me a car, let me drive around by myself with a pair of binoculars, and I will read meters all day. Just don't give me a partner. Let me carry a mace just in case I get into some scraps with some wild dogs, and that's all I need. That's all. I'll go read meters. Any neighborhood. I don't care if I'm white. I look like I belong anywhere. Oh, and that also reminds me, I need to text my goddamn tattoo artist because I want to get my tattoo shit. Yeah, I'll be a meter reader, bro. They pay like $16 an hour, full benefits, and all you do is drive around, read meters. Come on now. Why wouldn't I do that? Like, just for a job for now. And I need to get health insurance. Because as soon as I go get health insurance, guess what? I'm taking a couple of days off. I'm going to get some blood tests done. I'm going to get an MRI done. I want to see the damage that's done to my lower back, and I want to see what's wrong with my shoulder. My lower back has been fucked up since I got into that fight with the cops, and, like, that's a long time to go without any kind of treatment on that. And then the shoulder, like, that's not super recent either. That's probably a year old. I don't know how I ended up tearing it or what I did to it, but, like, that's those are things that needs to be fixed. Not only that, but then the cost of my fucking insulin goes way down. You know what I mean? Let's see, what was it before? 754 and 500 is 1254. So before Trump took office, my insulin without insurance, because I didn't have insurance, was $1,254 a month for a monthly supply. Trump, to his credit, signed a deal with some of the pharmaceutical companies and Walmart to team up. And one of the cheaper insulin, because there was one, what was it, $374 a bottle, and that one stayed that high. The other one that was $250 a bottle went down to $25 a bottle, and so that almost cut my insulin cost in half, dude. And people don't understand. Like, when I was working two jobs and busting my ass, people would be like, "Bro, I don't understand why you live in a fucking trailer." Bitch, it's because I literally, like, your rent and my car payment's $586 a month. Your rent and my car payment, I spend that to stay alive every month. And then on top of that, I still have to pay my rent and still pay my car payment. So people wonder why I Uber. People wonder why I do, like, why I'm in business or whatever. It's because being diabetic is fucking expensive. And all I want to do is live. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to live. And I mean, but that's life though. Like, I don't care that it's not fair. I don't care. I don't care. Like, it's never stopped me. The only thing that's ever stopped me from is being a Marine. And that's one thing that I want to talk about in the podcast, because I have a lot of friends that are Marines, that are in the army, and it's been in the news about the Afghanistan withdrawal, and, like, that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. I lost two friends in the Iraq war, four friends in the Afghanistan war. My best friend TJ Adams was a Marine, and he didn't die, but he was trying to put a fire out on a jet, and he inhaled the fire extinguisher stuff, which really fucked up his lungs. And he has a really crazy story, because, I mean, like, he did everything he could for his country, and then when he came back home, his brother was on drugs, and it's just a terrible story. His brother ended up committing suicide, and my friend took it really personally, because he always felt like he was the favorite son, and it really fucked him up. And not only that, the war fucked him up. And then they look back on it now, and I don't know. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it, and he was just like, dude, everything that I fought for, the friends that I lost, was for, and I tried to tell him it's not for nothing. But that's not the way they see it. That's not the way they see it. When they look at the things that are happening today, like, that wasn't happening 5 years ago, you know, and it wasn't even happening 3 years ago. Things were relatively calm. He said 3 years. He got back a year ago, and he said things were relatively calm, but there was already chatter back then about them moving out, and like that really worried some people. But either way, that's going to be something we talk about on the podcast. We're going to be diving into that. We're also going to be diving into my case, and I'm hoping to have one of those the first of my police brutality reaction videos done by the time I put out that next podcast. Definitely going to do that. Yeah, I definitely need to change the art deco in here. I have been slowly changing things. I moved my podcast shit up in here to the living room, but it's just because we've been having issues with the dual, like, recording from dual cameras and such. I haven't exactly figured that out, and then I've got both laptops in here. There's just a lot going on. We're gonna have to edit, just so many things to do. Well, I'm gonna be doing my own art, but for sure, like, we'll get some art to put back there. Eventually, I'm gonna have it set up. I mean, because like I have a spare bedroom at the house, and right now it's just set up for my daughter to sleep in. And I like where my room's at in the house because of I don't know. It's a strategic choke point for self defense. But yeah, I like where my room is set up. Um, with with my daughter being in and out of town, I could probably I don't know. I kind of want to see what is up with the maybe doing a Murphy bed. That the room that she's in is technically the master bedroom, but I kind of like to go Murphy bed on one side with cabinets that actually line the side of the Murphy bed, and then have it fold down. But I don't know exactly where I would put. I would probably just have to corner off one section of my room, and I actually could Murphy bed my room. That's probably what I should do because the way it is, because the way it's set up. There's actually the closet runs along the eastbound wall, and it's I guess it's 4 foot by 2 foot. I guess 4 foot by 3 foot. And so it makes a cut in, and then a queen size bed fits long ways in between the wall and the where the closet ends. So what I could do is just go ahead and build some cabinets right there. Of course, that would cut down on the square footage of the bedroom, but it would also mean that I could fold my bed up. But then I would have to move stuff around. I don't know. That's projects, bro. Projects. But I'm gonna try and start doing more. Like I had a stream schedule set up for another streaming website I was doing for a minute, and I think I'm gonna start doing the same thing for YouTube as far as like just basically setting up a scheduled time. Like God damn it. When I was streaming on that, I was streaming from, I think, 8 to 9. And then from 9 to 10, I would stream on Twitch, gameplay streams. And since I'm not working and I want scheduled in my day, I think I'm going to start streaming those out and actually dedicating the time to doing the streams. I also want to, like, since I have all the cameras and shit, I need to troubleshoot on how I'm going to be able to run both cameras. But as soon as I'm able to run both cameras, I'll start doing more cooking videos and stuff. I did a cooking video, but it was on a different platform. I made chicken Alfredo. It was dank, but I need to do that here. And I don't know. If I'm not going to be working, I need to be serious about scheduling myself throughout the day to do the things that I need to do to just like make this flourish. Could be because I have this at my fingertips. It's already here. And I mean, I'm sitting here like I have my living room set up for streams right now. Like I got the mic arm set up, everything. Like I'm having a good time. So that's probably something that I need to do. And that's probably something that I'm gonna start doing. But with that, I'm probably gonna get ready to call it a night, but I'm gonna go right back through my list real quick. And like I said, I really do appreciate hanging out. Shit, I'm not screen capping, so I can't play through. Well, I can play it through my phone. The government's corrupt. I know it. I'm gonna play the intro song to my podcast real quick, and then I'm going to go over my overview real quick. All right, let's jam it.
This one's called The World is Fucked Up.
Can you hear the song?
The government's corrupt, I know it. What the fuck you want me to do? Go overthrow it? There's starving children everywhere you look. What the fuck you want me to do? I barely know how to cook. I don't see a way to make it stop. When evil motherfuckers always make it to the top. If everyone was like me, shit would be cool. We all would get along and be peaceful. But the world, it's fucked up. What can I do about it? The world, it's fucked up. What can I do about it? There's 7 billion people, and I am only one. The world is really, really fucked up, son. I love that I got this guy to let me use this. Jews can't get along. What the fuck you want me to do? Go sing him a song? ISIS just blew up an ambulance. I guess they never heard give peace a chance. Well, I don't see a way to make it stop. When evil motherfuckers always make it to the top. If everyone was like me, shit would be cool. We all would get along and be peaceful. But the world, it's fucked up. What can I do about it? The world, it's fucked up. What can I do about it? There's 7 billion people, and I am only one. The world is really, really fucked up, son.
The environment is about as bad as it can get. I recycled a can yesterday. Did that fix it yet? The government gave the banks all our tax money. Well, they can expect a harshly worded email from me. The oil companies have run amok. People protest them all the time. See if they give a fuck. They're fracking for natural gas and they're drilling for tar. And I learned all about this on the radio while driving alone in my car. Well, I don't see a way to make them quit. They're evil motherfuckers, and I'm a no-good hypocrite. At this point, I just turn the TV off and do things such as smoke weed and play golf.
But the world is fucked up. What can I do about it? The world is fucked up. What can I do about it?
Yeah, that's the intro to the podcast. And like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. So, yeah. So we got to hear the intro. Yeah, that's the intro to the podcast. And coming up in the next couple of videos, this isn't going to be a podcast. I'm just going to do some small announcements real quick. Coming up in the next couple of podcasts, we're going to be talking about the big Twitch debacle. You know, I'm a big gamer fan. I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan of Dr. Disrespect, but like the way that company did him, super shady, and now the way things have come full circle, I just think it's super entertaining, and I'm excited to cover that. And then we also have a whole bunch of new games coming out here pretty shortly. The Diablo 2 Resurrection pack coming out. Just games on games on games that I'm super excited to play, and those, of course, will be added to the channel as well. We'll be playing a bunch of different games, and then I have a lot of currently sitting in my collection. I have a whole bunch of raw gameplay footages that I need to edit. I'm going to be putting out some new raw gameplay as well as some clips. So that's going to be fun. As far as video updates are concerned, we're going to be coming out with some new videos and some new video compilations. I've got a whole bunch of headshots and just vicious kills from Warzone that I want to post up, and you know that's going to be fun. We're going to be doing a new podcast within the next month. I know I said I was going to do weekly podcasts, but that's with editing and everything else. That's a tall task to do, especially when you're doing it by yourself. So we're going to be working on a new Confessions with Priest. And then something that I would also, again, like to announce is that some of you know that I have been involved in an incident with police officers that I believe, and a lot of other people believe, that this was police brutality. And some stuff went down with that, and I'll get into that in the video. But what I've decided to do, I started with 3 and then I moved on to 5. So what I'm going to do is a 5-part reaction series to use of force by police officers. And I'm going to be, like I've been through things with the police, but I understand why they have to use force in some situations. So I'm going to be picking a few I'm going to be picking a few things to react to where I think cops are completely justified. And then I'm also going to be picking out a few videos where cops definitely weren't right in what they did, and the lack of justice afterwards is even more appalling. So that's something that I really want to that's what I really want to touch on. And yeah, it's going to be there's gonna be some interesting new stuff coming to the site. I hope y'all, like I'm working my hardest to try and uh really diversify is like what I'm doing in the podcast space and also on YouTube. So, like I'd appreciate any kind of support. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, come hang out, have organic conversations. Anything can turn into a podcast and we can have a damn good time. It always is a good time. It's always a good time to just sit down, have discourse and have conversations with people around you. And yeah, like that's what I'm aiming for on my channel. I want to be having more conversations. I want to have these open conversations. I want to have these difficult conversations about difficult topics, and like it makes it more fun when people join in. And I would just hope that y'all would do so. So yeah, with that I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, but like I said, we're going to have the police brutality reaction videos coming soon. The new podcast is going to be recorded, edited, and ready within the next month. We're going to have new video gameplays and compilations of headshots, just murders, savage material. We're going to be talking about new games. We're going to be talking about Twitch and how they're failing and just all kinds of shit. Gameplay dumps. So come check it out. And like I said, like, subscribe to the channel. I just do that shit because everybody else has to do it too. And get ready for that new shit coming soon. All right, all right, all right, all right, bitches. All right, y'all have a good night. Slurp it easy.